Good Sunday morning, great Sunday morning, everyone. How are you? Cesar Mascoro Jr. with Manufactured Home Sales Mastery in here with our 15 minutes to mastery, our Sunday recharge edition. And I've got something on the screen here that should not be on there as of yet because we're talking today about time management each and every day. We come in here at 8:15 a.m. to get your day started off on the right foot. And on Sundays, we like to give you something to think about. We like to give you something to use that maybe will help you prepare for the week, help you attack the week, help you be more effective during the week. But it starts by first reflecting on the week that was and then taking on the following week. But one of the things that I've noticed throughout the years is that, for those of us in manufactured home sales, we struggle with time management. And it's understandable to a certain extent. You can give the pass, so to speak, on the fact that you can't really plan out your day and expect to stick to it. And here's what I mean by that, right? You should always plan out the day and fully intend on sticking through it. But what you can't control, if you're on the sales floor, what you can't control is that walk in who comes in the door. You can't control the phone call with a situation that's going on that needs to be addressed right then and there. Now, not everything needs to be addressed right then and there. All right. You have to have the discernment, right? We talked about critical thinking. You need to use your critical thinking skills to decide, is this something that needs to get handled right now? So before we jump into all of that stuff and the top 5 ways to get time management on your side or to master time management, we want to start off with a quote like we do most days, right? Today we're starting with Peter Drucker. Peter Drucker he's got a lot of wise words when it comes to things that will help in business and in sales. So Peter Drucker wrote here, until we can manage time, we can manage nothing else. Until we can manage time, we can manage nothing else, especially not ourselves, especially life. You will not be running your life. Your life will be running you because you're always in reaction mode. You're always reacting to things. Oh, I got to do this. Oh, so and so needs that. Oh, this is happening now, and I got to. Until you take control of your life will control you. And again, like I said, I understand that there's just going to be those moments that you can't control, that things may pop up that are important that need to get handled. I get that. Nobody's denying that fact. Okay. But what you do need to have is a system, is a strategy to be able to maximize what you're doing. And so, with that being said, you know, why is it so important to have time management and urgency? And those may seem like an oxymoron, right? Time management, sometimes people think that time management is slowing down, and it can be to a certain extent, but not really. It just means you are you already have an understanding of where your time is going to go. Now, how you act upon that time is different. How you the urgency with which you act on that, okay, is very important as well. And when we mean by urgency, we mean you just need to get things done. You need to get them done, stop putting them off, stop slow rolling, stop starting, to work on a project, and then you start making some phone calls, you start picking up your phone, you start scrolling here, and whatnot, and I'm doing it to look at my notes here. That's why I grabbed the phone, all that, right? But being able to manage your time will help you dominate your day, will help you win more days than not. You're not going to win them all. You're not going to have the best of days every day. You're not going to be as highly effective each and every day. That's just a fact because sometimes, man, you just may be off. Something's going on. you're distracted because of an issue going on in your life. We understand that, and at the same time, that's why we also talk about being able to compartmentalize things that happen. But human, sometimes you have your days, okay? But most days than not, you need to be in control. More days than not, you need to be winning these days in order to be highly effective, in order to get as much accomplished as you can, so that you can be highly successful in life and in business. Okay. So it takes that time management and it takes working with urgency. Just get the things done. And when we get into the five strategies to time management here towards the end, we'll speak a little bit more about that urgency factor, okay? But sometimes you have to slow down in order to go fast. Sometimes you have to slow down in order to go fast. Now, what exactly does that mean? There are some things that you need to do. There's certain parts of your day, certain parts of your process in manufactured home sales that you must slow down in order to go fast. One of them that I can tell you right off the bat is going to be when you first meet a customer. When a potential home buyer walks in the door, whether it's a walk-in or an appointment that you have set up, that time that they come in for the first time, you need to slow down in the interview. You need to really take your time in that interview and ask the deep questions. You need to ask the deeper level questions and get as much information up front where you're spending 30, 45 minutes, maybe sometimes even up to an hour in your office before you're even out showing homes. When you slow down there and take your time, the decision-making process for them, for your client, is faster, it's quicker. You're still going to you're still going to go through the feature benefit process, you're still gonna show them the homes that you have planned out to show. You're going to take your time in doing these things, but because you have all the right information up front, because you established that trust, because you took the time to build complete rapport and really got all of the information. You were able to get your client to open up to you. Now, that connection that you have with that person makes it quicker to move forward with completing sale because you know what problem you're solving. And because everything that you're doing, everything that you're saying, everything that you're presenting when you're feature benefiting the house is all centered around that problem, their emotional need, their dominant buying motive. And when you do that, you're triggering in your customer that feeling of comfort, that feeling of understanding, and that feeling that they need to move forward with you so they in turn will make their decision to buy from you quicker. So you speed up that part of it. And because you did that, now you also speed up their response time when you're needing certain things. Right? When you need from them, let's say conditions, or you need them to make a phone call to somebody, or somebody's trying to reach them because they're trying to meet them out at the proper, whatever the situation may be, they're going to respond to you quicker. They're going to get those things done quicker because you took that time up front when you met them and established that bond and that connection. So that speeds up your sales process, right? So you're slowing down to go fast. The other time is when you do get the sale and you're getting the application done, take your time. So many housing consultants, as soon as the customer says, "Yes, let's move forward," it's like you're trying to blow through this thing, man. You're trying to just go get rid of them, move on, get them out of your office, be done with them so that you can move on to the next either the next potential home buyer, or you wanna get back to your to-do list for the day, whatever it is, something happens and you're like, "Come on, let's go." And that's not really what you want to do. You want to take your time. You want to make sure you get every detail possible for the application so that that application moves faster through finance. You want to slow down and pick out colors and make sure everything's right so that you can get the home ordered correctly, which then in turn, at the end, when the home gets delivered, it speeds up funding because you don't have issues with the house. So there's times where you need to slow down. You get that spec back from the factory before you're ordering. You want to take your time, slow down, and go through that spec. Make sure everything is on there that they ordered and it's correct. Because if not, you're going to slow down the process down the road. So there's times you have to slow down in order to go fast. Now, how can we get better at time management? Okay. This right here, folks, is really, really important. Okay. And it starts first. So if you're that kind of person where I hear it a lot, and I went through the reason I'm going over this is because a couple weeks ago when I was visiting my good friends over at Mobile Home Masters in Tyler, Texas, we got a guy there, great guy, man, and he's awesome. He does a lot of volume. But it always seems like he is just running around like crazy, back and forth here and there, and things take a little bit longer than it should, right? And so I sat down with him. I'm like, "Man, what's going on?" And he says, I just have so many things I need to do. There's so much stuff I need to do." And we're sitting doing his one-on-one, and he's, I'm asking, "Okay, what kind of things do you have to do?" He's like, "Well, I've got to do this, and I got to do this." "Well, how long does this take?" And, "Well, these things take about half an hour each." And I was like, "Wow, what?" And, so the next day, I took one from him, and I did it. First time doing one of those things, and took me about a little over 12 minutes. I'm like, "Yeah, it's 12 minutes, bro." You know? Um, and I said, "And that's the first time, and I had to ask a couple questions to figure some stuff out, so I'm pretty sure you can get these things done in about 5, 6 minutes each." Right? So sometimes we don't know what we don't know, and so we need to really take the time to audit our time. We need to know, where does our time go? I highly encourage you, if you're one of those people that you feel that you have so much things to do all the time, every day, and that you can't get done, I highly encourage you to go online and get a sheet of paper. There, you can just look up 15-minute increment days or something to that nature. I forget what I Googled. So I printed up this form and it broke down the day in 15-minute increments. And I told them, "Hey, man, tomorrow I want you to work using this. I want you to write down as you go through the day, every 15 minutes, what you got done those 15 minutes. What did you work on? What did you do?" And in doing so, he was able to see that things didn't take as long as they did. He was able to get more things done and be more effective because he was in control, because now he was conscious of controlling his day, and he got his task list done after deal review quickly. He was able to meet with a couple of customers. He got some calls done that needed to get done, and he had a much more productive and less stressful day, even though he did a lot of stuff. It's just he was in control of his day because he was conscious of where his time was going. So I highly encourage you, audit your time and figure out, where is my time going? How long are these tasks really taking me? Okay. And that way you can see that sometimes you really aren't as busy as you are. You just let yourself get pulled in so many directions. And so you never get the main things done. Next, work in 90-minute uninterrupted increments. And that means you don't interrupt yourself by grabbing your phone and starting to scroll or starting to look at videos or starting to get on the TikToks or whatever it is that you guys get on. All right. I mean, I'm the first to tell you, yes, I grab my phone and I'm checking certain things, but I'm in and I'm out. I'll post my stuff and I'm out. I'll come in and reply to something and I'm out. But I also have my list of things that need to get done, and I work at getting those things done quickly, effectively, so I can move on to the next task, okay? But by working in 90-minute increments, and then you can get up, walk around. I know, man, especially if you're making phone calls. If you're the time of day where you're making phone calls, making more than an hour and a half of calls in a row without a break, it'll wear on you. So take your break, go walk around the lot, distract yourself for a little bit. If you're a smoker, stop. But if you have to, take your smoke break, come back in, all right? And get back to it. 90-minute uninterrupted increments. Tackle what you don't want to do first. That thing, man, frog, as they say, right? Just that one thing that you really don't want to do that day, whether it's a phone call to somebody you really don't wanna make because you know it's gonna be it's a problem call, or whether it's that one task that you really don't like doing, but has to get done, get that done first, because if you don't, that's a chip on your shoulder, that's weighing on you, it's in the back of your mind, you're not able to focus 100% on what needs to get on what you're doing because you're thinking about that thing you don't wanna do. Just get it out of the way. Get it out of the way, make that phone call, pick up that phone, "Hey, so and so here's what's going on, and, well, this is what we're gonna do." Whatever it takes, get it done right there, so you can be free of that, man, and move on. And that was one of the things that I just really struggled with for a long time, and probably in the last 10, 12 years, I just said, "You know what? No more, man. I'm just gonna I gotta make that call. I gotta talk to certain someone. I gotta do that thing. I really don't get it done." Okay. Then have structure and routine to your days. A boring housing consultant is a successful housing consultant. And what we mean by boring is you're the type of person that you pretty much do everything the same way all the time. By doing so, folks, you actually move quicker. You actually work with urgency. You actually because you're in control of your day already. You already know you're in control of your time, right? Because you audited your time, you figured that out. Now you know that certain things only should take you certain amount of time, and you get those things done in that time. You're working quicker, you're moving faster, you're a lot swifter, you're lighter on your feet, you're zigging and zagging, you're getting stuff done. But by having structure to your day, right there, folks, you can make huge improvements. Now, in manufactured home sales, we here at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery have developed what we call a bottom of the funnel. Okay. Working bottom of the funnel. This is how you need to structure your day. You need to look at this in the mornings and when you're or at night when you're planning out your day. And this is really how you should go about your day. Your morning should be about marketing and current file work. Your marketing should get done before you even leave the house. I'm just telling you that right now. Get that done from your cell phone, post your ads, okay, and be done. Post your 2, 3 ads on Marketplace and move on. And then what you're doing first thing in the morning is you're making some follow-up calls. And if you've got time, if you guys do a daily sales meeting, great. That's awesome. Okay. If you don't, you should. But in the mornings when you get in, you want to work on those deals that are bottom of the funnel, which is where the money comes out, right? If you look at that funnel there, it comes down, the money comes out at the bottom. And what's the money? The money is funded deals. So what deals can I fund today? What's sitting out there that needs to get funded and what do they need from me in order to get that done? That's the file I'm attacking first because that's the one I'm going to get paid on next, right? That's how I'm looking at it. And then from there, it's what deals can I close? I'm looking at what deals are closest to being closed. What are the last few remaining conditions? Or hey, if the contracts got ordered, well, I haven't received them yet. Is it 72 hours already since that customer went on the portal and did what they got to do with the lender so the lender can start preparing the docs, whatever it is, make sure that's what I'm looking at next in my pipeline on those deals. Then from there, I move on to who's missing conditions that now we can get them to close. Okay, get them that much closer. Those are the next files I'm tackling, and then from there, I'm moving on to my new business. I'm moving on to those deals that maybe aren't moving as quickly as I'd like. That's what I'm looking at first, and then from there, I'm By noon, I am done with this stuff. I am done working on files, whether I got everything done or not. If you didn't get it done by noon, goes on to the next day. All right. The only reason that you would get that I would say you get the pass on going past noon is if you had a walk-in or you actually had an appointment scheduled in the morning and that appointment shows up or that walk-in comes in, and you spent 2, 3 hours with that person, okay, tack on 2 or 3 hours after that. You get till 2 or 3 to work on files. Well, you were with the customer. But if you don't, you should be done by noon. So the rest of the day is spent on sales, on marketing, on follow-up, on phone calls, on getting appointments set. All right. And then lastly, eat clean to maintain focus and energy. Man, we have long days in this business, and what you're eating is very, very important. You've got to be able to have the stamina to go all day long with focus, with urgency, and with getting things done. And the days are crazy in this business, and you know that. You've got to make sure you're eating right. Take care of yourself. You know, get some movement going. If you're a type of person who is not taking care of your health, you need to start to because this business will kick your butt, and you know that. So that's a huge part of time management. Your health, your focus, what you're eating, eating for fuel, not for flavor. All right. Don't be bringing in that big old juicy burgers and pizza and all that stuff. It's going to slow you down. It's going to slow you down. Stay away from all the sugary drinks. Stay away from all that stuff, man. Just get yourself buy a can of protein, keep it there, make yourself protein shakes in the day twice, once or twice a day, eat clean, and you'll see that you'll be a lot more productive, you'll be in more control of your day, you'll be able to really accomplish the things that need to get done, and you're going to be the type of person that wins most of your days and you'll see your life, your business, your career get to a whole new level. And that's what we want to see for you guys. So I hope that this helps out because time management is so very important in anything that we do in life, but especially for those of us in manufacturing sales. And here at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, man, we want to give you all the tips and tricks, right? We don't want to call them hacks because man, there's no hack around the work. You got to get the work done. All right. So get that in mind, get that mentality, way of thinking out of your mind. Don't be looking for the hacks. Look for the work and get the work done. Manage your day, be in control of your day, run your day so your day does not run you, and you will be a whole lot better off for it. You guys have a great Sunday. I hope this helps out for you. Plan out your days and your weeks. And if there's anything that we can help or something didn't make sense, please reach out. We're more than happy to go over it with you guys. All right. Enjoy your Sunday. And as always, I can't wait to meet you.